Hi, Manish. Congratulations. You're all set to tie the knot.
Yeah, that question does worry me a little when it's asked. Otherwise, it doesn't really register that I'm getting married. But when it says, "Are you ready?" Then I really have to have this question mark. Like, shit, am I? Am I? Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Times.
But it's tomorrow, the wedding. Can you believe it?
Thank you. Roshni. You just helped me. My knees are shivering right now.
No, I'm really glad. And guess what? I think this was the good news we got during the lockdown when everywhere else you're getting to hear not so good news. So this made us all happy.
So I think it is. I think for this we are getting married. That nobody. There's no good news around. Let's just get married and give a good news to everybody. I think it's for the sake of entertainment we are doing this.
But your relationship with Sangeeta also wasn't really known. I mean, I think a couple of times you said you guys were just friends. So when the news came out, everybody was like, oh, so they're actually getting married.
I think it was more of a. I don't think anybody should be surprised. I think everybody should be shocked about that because we worked hard for it. It was a shock, I think, not just for you guys, but even for our families because we did it really low key. And also, I would say that I would also thank the media because they've always been so kind to me that whoever discovered about this, they didn't write about it. They respected that I didn't want it to be published. So that was the best and the sweetest part, and that's the reason I love you guys so much. So we were able to keep it under wraps, and we are able to give this shock to everybody.
Thank you for that, Manish. But tell me, so you suddenly decided during the lockdown, or was this marriage plan somewhere at the back of your mind?
So this was hilarious. The entire 3 months have been very, very packed. And there was this one fine morning, I got free with the entire deal with the Z for my Nikle to Nikal Loge video promotion and whatever. And the deal for the release. And I sat on the breakfast table and I stretched myself. Dad, today I'm taking an off after 3 months. And he's like, "हाँ तो बेटा शादी भी तो कर ले." तो मैं ठीक है कर लेते हैं. He thought I'm joking. And the joke built up. And I just called up Sangeeta. I was like, "Listen, my parents want to talk to your parents. Let's just get married." She's like, "You never told me we're getting married." I was like, yeah. It was like a shock. She's like, "Okay, listen, give me time. I need to settle. My parents need to settle. Give us some time." And like 4 o'clock was the time decided for the virtual meeting between the parents. And then the parents spoke. They were also awkward in a state of shock that what just happened because Manish is a twisted mind. And then by night, everything was finalized. And after everything was finalized, everybody was scratching their head because now how we have decided, but how do we get married? Because there are 2 dates which were fixed. One was 15th of June and the 30th of June. And both happened to be my best friend's birthdays. One is Jasveer Kaur, one is Avika Gor. So then the fight began that, it should be on Jassie's birthday or Avika's birthday. But 15th was too quick, so we had to go in for 30th. And post 30th, the dates were after 27th of November. So my dad was like, "I do not trust my son. He's a very good guy. He has said yes. Do it right now." 30th, he has to get married. All parties, everything that you want, I will give you later. But now you need to get married. I was like, okay. So that's how I think the entire magic happened.
Everyone, families, and also the universe. I think everyone conspired together.
I think so. Yeah, absolutely.
So your wedding is on Avika's birthday, and Avika is your bestie.
It is on her birthday, and so while the entire conversation, the negotiations were on, it should be Jassie's birthday or Avika's birthday. Avika said, "Let's make a pact. I get married on your birthday, you get married on mine." So 22nd of July, whenever she gets married, it's going to be the date is fixed right now.
And strangely, I think the two of you have always been linked. There have been various stories over the years. But I know both of you kept saying we are just friends. And of course, today now we know. So,
no, we genuinely are now to believe it. Because even I think last month we got an article saying that we are getting married in May. One Marathi article said we are getting married in May, Avika and I. And the other article said we are getting married in August, which is a Gujarati article. So we do keep getting all these articles even till now. And even if now we deny to them, they will say, no. कुछ तो होगा, ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है?
So anyway, all of you, I think, including Sangeeta, you're having a good laugh at all this.
Yeah, absolutely. She only sent me, I think, Gujarati article, she only sent me, like, yeah, congratulations, you're getting married again.
So Sangeeta, you were doing a show together? That's where the two of you met?
Yeah. So I would say, that's where we got acquainted with each other, because that was Swabhiman on. That was a very brief stint, and we met, and she always complains that I actually look through her because she's the very calm and quiet types, and I'm all mischief. So people who are mischievous, I'll play around with them. So I never really, I just was very cordial with her. And then we met at Suchitra Pillai, Suchi ma'am's party. I think it was a birthday. So we met there, and Suchi ma'am got us reintroduced. We started talking over there, and then from there, I think things from acquaintance we became friends, and then became best friends, and then we became more than that. And yeah, here we are today.
Are you ready for tomorrow? Or are you feeling the jitters still?
Absolutely. I think what they call cold feet. I totally get that right now. I'm getting cold hands. My blood is rushing to my feet to run away from the situation right now.
I thought after these 3-4 minutes that we've spoken, you're now all set to take the plunge.
I think the credit goes to Roshni. She's making me feel like, okay, beta, kal shaadi hai, taiyar ho ja. Teri se baat lagne wali.
I told you already. Look, you're getting married tomorrow.
Absolutely, yeah.
But how many of you will be present? I mean, your families?
So it's going to be my sister, her brother, and my brother-in-law. That's it. And the rest of them are going to be on a Zoom call, virtual wedding.
I know. And so then the party will have to wait, I think, for a few months.
Party will have to wait. So no, actually, you know what? I didn't want anybody to be, feel that the customs were not there. So last night we had a virtual Sangeet with all the families. So it was designed in such a way that everybody in their own houses gets dressed up and sit with their drinks and their dinner and stuff, and we all celebrate. And everybody had sent in their videos, so we compiled them and we put them together and we played them as if they're really performing. So so that they shouldn't feel the miss on the thing. Then now the mehndi is happening tonight. So again, everybody's got their mehndi cones and everything, and we all be sitting together and doing that. So I think all the functions are happening on a virtual ground. And when the entire thing opens, there will be two functions. One is a bachelor's, which I think everybody wants, a youngsters party, and one will be a reception. Yeah.
Nice. We're all looking forward to that.
Yeah.
So, Manish, over the last few months, you've also been doing some interesting stuff. Apart from, of course, proposing to Sangeeta. I think some music and a lot of interesting things online.
Right. So Roshni, I rapped for the first time. I have this long bucket list. I'm a very greedy boy, so I want to do this, I want to do that. So in that, there was this thing of rapping. So so out of an experiment, we made a song. It's turned out really nice, and then Kunal Rajawala sir is my bouncing board always for music. Because he sung for my feature film and I did a music video for him. So I bounced it off him and he loved it. And he was like, why am I not a part of this? This is not fair. And he had this amazing, and we were like, oh my God, God has blessed us. So we had him, we shot the whole video in this one room. The entire video is shot, and it is a very complicated video if you watch it. It is basically, it's a 4-minute video and it has got 450 cuts in it. So you can imagine how difficult it was. So that was one which we are doing, and touch wood, it's a big success. Everybody's liking it. So it's called Nikle to Nikal Loge. That is one. Second is this entire quarantine has been very productive in terms of my next feature film I'm preparing for. The entire preparation is on, the scripting stage is on. My first feature film is going to come out, and also I am a techie, so I have become a co-founder and a founder for 2 startups right now. So working on them.
Interesting. So, I mean, everything's going really fine for you in terms of your profession as well as
Yeah,
also
God is kind.
so
I
it's a
think,
great thing.
what really worked.
Mhm.
Yes, touch wood. I think the quarantine is a time, when my parents told me when it was starting off. So they've always taught that, when you're getting into a very uncertain phase, uh, you get back to the basics to organize your head. And for me, what worked was going back to the basics is going back to school. I made a timetable for myself. I will not say schedule. So it was a schedule like this is my study period. So 3 hours of learning in a day, 3 hours to creating something new, whatever it is, anything random. It can be absolute bullshit, but we'll make it. 8 hours of working for the production and the scripting and whatever. So there was segment. This is family time. This is TV time. Everything was segmented. So I think that's what really worked. And all the donkey work was out suddenly. There was no, there was no social obligation to go out. There was no traffic. There was nothing. So I think that really worked. That this one room helped me focus a lot. That really, really added to the whole thing and made it all productive for me.
Nice. In fact, Manish, I've always known you as this happy, cheerful, positive guy. And that's how I want to see you always. So, on that note, let me wish you tomorrow. Congratulations once again. And we will talk again when you're a married man.
Definitely, Roshni. We will. Thank you so much for your wishes.
Thank you, Manish.